So if you love to travel, you love photography, you love taking pictures, videos, all that good stuff, well, this video is for you. Today I'm going to share with you what I take on my trips around the world on motorcycles, backpacking, just flying around, hiking, camping, all the above. With you, why I take it, why this is a possible good choice for you, the benefits, the downfalls of each one. I'm going to show you basically all my gear that I take when I travel around the world. So I think one of the hardest parts for me is actually deciding what gear to take, because it's so heavy, it's really bulky, and sometimes it takes away from your adventure. Sometimes you're too focused on filming, too focused on taking so many pictures that you're not really living in the moment. You're not experiencing the place for what it's worth. My first suggestion for everybody is realize what you intend to do with your pictures, your content, your footage, whether it's worth it for you to spend the time, the money, and the effort to create this digital content. All this that you see here is an accumulation of a lifetime of gear, of upgrading, of just changing, trying different things. So it's not for everybody. I mean, this is what I love to do, so this is my hobby, which is why you see so much interesting stuff in here. So again, just figure out what it is you're passionate about, what your trip's all about, because all this is not stuff you really need. You know, you can take one little camera and you're pretty much set for your whole trip. All right, so first part of the video, I'm gonna basically give you a quick run through of everything that I take usually, and then the second part of the video is gonna be all about the details, breaking down exactly how, why, etc., etc. All right, we'll start from the top. This is a selfie stick. This is a bendy tripod. These are all the stickies for the GoPros and the 360 camera. This is one of those special mounts for the GoPro. Vibrator resistor. These are all the little attachments for the GoPro as well. Head attachment for the GoPro. This is a rechargeable battery so I can recharge my cell phone and stuff. This is a GPS navigator. This is an iPhone that I got for $80. It's an old iPhone 4. Only because the DJI doesn't work very well with Android. So a bunch of extra batteries for that. Have a microphone for the GoPros. This is a Bluetooth adapter so that I can speak into the mic and record on the GoPro. This is GoPro 4, 4, and a 5. So we have 4 GoPros. We then have a Cena as well. 6 GoPro batteries, 2 for the Cena. We have 3 for the Sony, as you can see up here. We have a Sony A7R2. We have the selfie stick for the DJI gimbal. We have a 24-70 Canon. We have a 135 prime Canon as well. So I have a Rode microphone filming my audio. This is the wind guard for it. A chest strap for the GoPro, MP3 player. This is a Mavic drone. This is a voice recorder. This is the Mavic drone controller. An extra battery, video or photography tape. Cleaning stuff. This is the communicator for my helmet. All the cables that charge everything. A spare battery for the microphone, and obviously my favorite tool of all, the drone. All right, so let's start off with the drone. Why do I take the drone? This is the best tool that I have to capture an amazing adventure on the motorcycle, backpacking, whatever it is that I'm doing. It is heavy, there's a lot of batteries, you gotta recharge it. It's a pain in the butt to take around all around the world. However, the quality and just the epic footage I've managed to get on this drone has been so incredible. And Mavic is because obviously, I mean, look at the size of this thing. It's just, the comparison is ridiculous. I mean, it's awesome for the portability. So when you're hiking and you're doing stuff, it's the best thing to do. The issue with the Mavic is the quality of the camera is really not that great. It's really shaky, and it's not 100% professional like I want it to. I don't know anybody else who travels around with 2 different drones like I do. It's one of those luxury items that I take. Taking both, I'll also do a video comparison for you guys when I do get to South America. So you can see what I'm talking about. This is the Cena communicator that you can actually hook up to your helmet on your motorcycle and listen to radio. You can listen to your MP3, you can talk to other people. Actually recording my voice onto my camera as I'm filming something down the road. It's my cleaning solution. I mean, this just helps you clean your lens and everything, which is nice. Then we have this tape. Sometimes things fall apart, so having this tape is really nice. I have an MP3 player. It's an old Zune, and my last one lasted me about 5 years around the world. This is my second Zune now, and it's lasted quite a while. So I always have an external player, not my phone, because my phone is already doing a GPS, recording other stuff, so I want to try to avoid as much use of my phone as possible. This is the voice recorder, so if I ever do any voiceovers and everything, I have a mic, a lav mic that I use that I have just in case I need something from somebody else. I can then sync it in post-production. This is my 360 camera. I have yet to use it. I cannot give you any good recommendations about it because I've never used it. So we'll figure how good that is later on. Alright, this is where unfortunately it gets a little expensive. These are Canon lenses. Fortunately, they're really high quality. They're the best lenses you can get on the market in my opinion. And I use it on my Sony a7R II, which is also, I just upgraded to this one. I used to film on the Mark III and on the 80D Canon. I've recently moved to this one because it has 4K capability. I also have this Sigma adapter which actually allows me to grab the Canon lenses and hook it onto the Sony frame. Now this Sony actually burns a lot of batteries really quick, so I have about 4 spare batteries because it does eat it quite quick. Next obviously is a chest strap for the GoPro, followed by the GoPro batteries, followed by 4 different GoPros. I love having different GoPros because I can mount one on my chest, I can mount one on my helmet, I can mount one on the front of my bike, and it's a lot quicker for me just to grab the mount and just leave them there and not worry about them. I have a filming light which is waterproof as well. You can take this underwater, so it's a really nice thing to have when you're in really low light environments. The Cena communicator as well. This actually records your voice directly from the headphones. With the GoPro you have to attach a Bluetooth backpack if you want to record any audio off your helmet. I have this one basically as a backup in case the other batteries fail or I lose it, whatever it is. I got a lens protector for the lens of the GoPros as well. White thing actually helps prevent a vibration when you mount a GoPro to a motorcycle or any moving object. This is an external mic that I use for the GoPro 4s. The audio is good, but this makes it really good. So I connect this to the GoPros and the audio is superb. The GoPro 5, GoPro was very nice to send this to me, no cost. And I put a polarizer lens on there. What happens is that the quality of this one is not as good as a GoPro 4. This one's actually completely waterproof without the casing, so that means that the lens is actually covered by a plastic housing which diffuses the light a little weird, and the quality on the video is not as great as a GoPro 4. This is my point and shoot camera. I mean, any point and shooting camera is good. This one was rated one of the best ones on the market. I could do my entire trips with just this thing. But remember, when I did my trip from Alaska to Argentina in 500 days in the past, all I had was a small point and shoot camera, one GoPro, and one Canon, and that was it. I had no mounts, no stickies, no nothing. And I made some pretty awesome videos doing that. So remember, you don't need all this gear to make your trip successful, have a great video, because I managed to get more views off all my videos and one GoPro camera that time frame than I ever could have with all this gear. The only difference here now is that the quality of my work's gone up. You know, we all got a phone in our pocket, we can all have access to a camera. It doesn't matter the quality of the camera, it's all about the story, it's all about the experience, it's all about what you want to share with people. So don't feel like you gotta go out there and spend a whole lot of money on all this fancy camera gear. I do it because it's my hobby and I like it. So this is an external battery source. It basically allows me to charge my phone a few times, GoPros, whatever else I want. To be one of my more favorite pieces of equipment that I've used recently. It's an Osmo DJI, and basically the quality that comes from it is amazing. It's very stabilized. I just used this on my recent video, Travel Nevada, and if you check out that video, you'll see exactly what this thing can film, and it is really amazing. Such a small thing can produce such awesome quality stuff. This is a little selfie stick for the Osmo. You can place it, it becomes a tripod, you can hold it up high in the air. I have an idea. What happens is that in a lot of national parks you can't fly drones, so what I do is I actually connect this to the Osmo, put it really high up in the air and walk forward, and it gives the illusion that you're actually flying a drone through these restricted areas when you're actually not. Second most important tool outside of camera is the selfie stick. This is one I made myself. I've never purchased any selfie sticks, I always make them myself. You know, if you've seen my selfie video, it is a really cool video, I think. And I made it all on a selfie stick that I made myself. So I like to continue the tradition that way. This is my little cheap GPS. You don't really need it because phones are your GPS now. But when you're on the motorcycle, I'm using my phone for like 10 different things. So it's nice to have a dedicated GPS. Plus, it's only about 80 bucks for the really old versions, and they do just the same job as the really expensive ones. Investment, but it keeps my phone from not burning out, filming and so forth. Majority of my camera gear. However, the issue becomes transporting the camera gear. So here I have everything that I usually do. I also have all the chargers that I need for all the batteries, the lens hood for the lens, a bunch of bags. There's so many different charging cables and everything, so it becomes very difficult to charge and take all this equipment. So it's certainly not easy to do so. So when you choose your camera equipment, you have to be sure to realize that it is a lot of work and a lot of weight to take with you. Remember, my really ridiculously viral selfie video was filmed entirely on one GoPro. So again, you don't need this crazy fancy equipment to make really engaging and compelling content. So if you check out the description in the video below, you'll see that I've made a few other videos on what motorcycle parts and gear and apparel you should take on your trips, to what camping gear, to what personal hygiene stuff, the camping equipment, backpacking stuff. So be sure to check those videos out in the description below as well. So as far as more technology, I have this my silly little phone that I take with me everywhere, and I have this laptop. It's a 15-inch. I used to carry a 17-inch laptop, but it was just way too heavy. I really like the PC versions of these laptops. I know everybody out there likes Macs. However, this laptop has about 40% faster processing, video editing capabilities than a Mac would, and it's about half the price. I really love this, and I always urge people to get the newest technology because when you resell it later on, you're gonna get a lot more money back. For outdated technology, that's up to you, but this is a great laptop. It's a little heavier than the MacBook Pro, but it works for me. Anyway, there you have it. That is my technology that I take around the world: cameras, laptop, everything else. If you have any questions, be sure to leave me a comment below. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.